Hello, everybody. Today LUNUAFVY is going to teach you how to hook. This is a very cute leopard cat. Now let's open the head part. First, the first slab, loop stitch, 6 short needles. Let's wrap the thread twice around our index finger. Bring me the coil. Hook the line and stretch the line. Crochet through the coil. Hook a coil over here. Hook me up. This is a standing pin. Now we're going to hook the short needle. The first short stitch. Crochet to find the hook coil circle. Hook a coil over here. Hook another coil. So the V shape is a short needle. This is the first short stitch. We add the marker buckle. Make a mark. Then hook the second short pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. Fifth pin. The sixth short needle. That'll finish the first lap. We pull the coil tight. Pull this thread. See which wire is active. And then pull the moving wire. Pull the coil tight. Pull this thread again. This will cut the coil. And cut the end of this thread. This is the first lap. After one loop, we take off the marker. This is where the button is marked. Go through this V shape. Hook a drawing pin. To draw a needle is to hook a coil directly. Pull straight off. This is the drawing needle. Pull the thread tight. And hook a standing pin. Now we're going to draw the second loop. The second circle is made up of 6 pins. That's 12 stitches. Now we're going to draw the first stitch. It's right here where it's drawn. To the eye of the needle. Hook a short pin. Marking buckle. Put another short stitch in the same eye. This is a plus pin. You just hook 2 short needles in the same eye. It's a plus pin. And then we add a second pin. Put 2 short stitches in the next eye. There are 6 extra pins in total. We'll hook it up together. Alright, that's the second hook. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The third lap is made up of 6 groups. 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. That's 18 stitches. Now let's start with the hook. The first group hook a short pin in the place of the draw. In the next line of the needle, hook a plus stitch. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is the first group. Good. We put a marker on the spot where the first stitch was. Then the second group. A short needle. 1 plus pin. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. The third round is LUNUAFVY. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The fourth lap is made up of 6 groups. 2 short stitches. 1 plus 1. That's 24 shots in all. Now we begin to hook the first group. Right here in the eye of the needle that was drawn. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is the first group. Then we check the second group. A short needle. 2 short needles. 1 plus pin. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. The fourth loop is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Then the fifth lap is made up of 6 groups. 3 short stitches. 1 plus 1. That's 30 stitches. Now we begin to hook the first group. In the drawing of this needle, I hook the first short needle. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is the second set. The first short stitch. Second pin. The third short pin. 1 plus pin. So we're done with the 2 sets. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. The fifth loop is over. Remove marker buckle. Pull at the mark button to finish the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Then the sixth lap is made up of 6 groups. 4 short needles. A plus needle composition. That's 36 stitches. Let's check the first group. Put the first short stitch here in the eye of the drawn needle. Marking buckle. second pin, the third short pin, the fourth short pin, 1 plus pin. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is the first group. The second group, a short needle, 2 short needles, 3 short needles, 4 short needles, 1 plus pin. This is the second type, and then there are 4 more. We'll finish it together. The sixth loop is over. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. End of drawing. Hook a standing pin. And then the 7th lap is now more or less 36 short needles. Now let's start with the first short stitch. Mark the location of the buckle. In the let out position, hook the first short stitch, marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. This circle is full of short stitches. That's 36 stitches. Everybody check it off together. The 7th loop is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The 8th lap is made up of 6 groups, 5 short needles, a plus needle composition. That's 42 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. Hook the first short pin at this point of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. 5th pin. 1 plus pin. Hook 2 short stitches in the same eye. It's just a plus pin. This is the first group. Then there are 5 more groups. We'll finish it together. The 8th round is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. And then we start to hook laps 9 through 13. Laps 9 through 13 are the same. No needles added, no needles removed. 42 short needles. Now we're going to hook the 9th loop. Hook the first short needle where the line is drawn. Marking buckle. Second short pin. The third short pin. This circle is full of short stitches. There are 42 short needles. Laps 9 through 13 are the same. We'll finish it together. Round 13 is over. Remove the location of the marker buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Lap 14 is made up of 6 groups, 5 short needles. A reduction stitch is composed. That's 36 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. In the drawing of this needle, I hooked the first short needle. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. the 4th short needle, 5th pin, 1 reducer. A reduction stitch is a half stitch into stitches. This is the outer half of the needle. This is the inside half stitch. This is the outer half of the needle. Then pick the outer half of the next stitch. Hook a coil over here. Now this crochet hook has 2 coils on it. Hook another coil. This is the needle reduction. It's like merging two needles together. This is a reducer. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. The first short stitch. Second pin. The third short pin. The 4th short needle. 5th pin. 1 reducer. Adjust the outer half of the 2 stitches. Hook a coil over here. Hook another coil. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more sets. We'll finish it together. Loop 14 is over. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. At the point of the draw. Loop 15 is now more, now less. 36 short needles. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw is. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. This circle is full of short stitches. That's 36 stitches. We'll finish it together. Take off the marker after the 15th hole. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Loop 16 is made up of 6 groups, 4 short stitches and 1 reduced stitch. That's 30 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. Put the first short stitch here in the eye of the drawn needle. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. The 4th short needle. 1 reducer. Reducing stitch is to pick the outer half stitch of 2 consecutive stitches. Hook a coil over here. Hook another coil over here. This is the first group. Then there are 5 more groups. We'll hook it up together. Loop 16. Remove the marker when the hook is finished. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Loop 17 is made up of 6 groups, 3 short stitches and 1 reduced stitch. That's 24 shots in all. Now let's go ahead and check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the length is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. One reducer. So the first group finished the second group. A short needle. 2 short needles. 3 short needles. 1 reducer. That'll finish the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. Loop 17 is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Loop 18 is made up of 6 groups. Consists of 2 short needles and 1 reduced needle. That's 18 stitches. Now we're going to hook the first set. Hook the first short pin here on the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 reducer. Pick the outer half of the 2 white stitches. Hook a coil. Hook another coil. That'll finish the first set. Then there are 5 more groups. We'll finish it together. Round 18 is over. Look for the marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Loop 19 is made up of 6 groups. A short needle. A reduction stitch is composed. That's 12 stitches. Now let's check the first group. Hook the first short needle where the line is drawn. Marking buckle. 1 reducer. That'll finish the first set. Then we check the second group. A short needle. 1 reducer. Pick the outer half of the 2 white stitches. Hook a coil. Hook another coil. We're done with the second set. Then there are 4 more groups. We'll finish it together. If you're afraid of forgetting your turn, you can use this as a marker. It's like if you hook the first circle, then you go to 1. You draw the second loop and you go to 2. Round 19 is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Stretch a coil. Let's stuff the pilot cotton. We'll seal it when the stuffing is done. The 20 turns are made up of 6 reducing pins. Now let's start with the first reduction stitch. Pick an outer half stitch in the place of the draw. DI the next needle. Pick another outer half stitch. Hook a coil. Hook another coil. This is the first reducer. We add the marker buckle. Second reducer. Pick the outer half of the two white stitches. Hook a coil. Hook another coil. The second reducer. Then there are 4 more reduction pins. We'll finish it together. Loop 20 is over. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Leave a line. Disconnection. Hide the thread with the needle. You can tie a knot here. And hide the thread in. Cut the lines again. And that's it. Let's start with the ears. The first loop is a loop stitch. 3 short needles. Now we're going to do the loop stitch. Circle your finger twice. Start with a standing pin. Now start the first short stitch. On the first short pin here. This V with a button here. Second pin. The third short pin. That'll finish the first lap. Tension coil. Pull the moving wire tight. So it tightens up. Pull this wire again. Cut this thread. After this first loop, we take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Hook a standing pin. The second circle is made up of 3 pins. There are 6 needles in total. Now we're going to hook the first addition here on the drawer. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. Now we hook the first short pin. Marking buckle. Put another short stitch in the same eye. This is a plus pin. And then 2 more. We'll finish it together. That's the end of the 3-pin hook. The hook is done in the second circle. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. This is needles, so pop it out. The third loop is made up of 3 groups. 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. That's 9 stitches. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw ends. Marking buckle. One more stitch. To add a needle is to hook 2 short needles in the same eye. This is the first group. Then there are 2 more groups. We'll finish it together. That's the end of the third loop. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The fourth loop is now gain, now loss. 9 short needles. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw ends. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. Let's finish the circle together. The fourth loop is over. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. End of drawing. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The fifth loop is by 3 sets of 2 short stitches and 1 plus. It's made up of 12 stitches. Now we begin to hook. The first group hooks the first short needle at the point of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. 1 plus pin. Add a needle and hook 2 short needles in the same eye. Then hook the second set. 1 short needle, 2 short needles. 1 plus pin. The third group. A short needle. 2 short needles. 1 plus pin. That's the end of the fifth loop. We take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. The sixth round is 12 short stitches without adding or subtracting. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw is. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. Finish these 12 short hooks together. Round 6 is LUNUAFVY. Remove the marker buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Leave a line. Sewable. That's the end of one year. Let's hook up the other one. Now let's hook the legs. The first loop is a loop stitch. 6 short needles. Start with a standing pin. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. Always hook 6 short pins. That's the end of the first loop. Let's tighten the coil. Pull up a thread. Pull the moving wire tight. Pull the line again. So the coil tightens. Cut this thread. This first loop is over. Let's remove the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Then the second turn. Now needles. Do not reduce the needle 6 short needles. Let's start the second loop. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Choose short needles. Always hook 6 short pins. That's the end of the second loop. Let's just pop the side of it out. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the second circle. Tension coil. Leave a line. Leave a little thread if you're using stitches. And then if you stick it on, you don't have to leave it too long. Then disconnect. That's the end of one leg. Everybody hook the other one. Now let's hook our hands. The first loop is 7 short stitches on the loop stitch. Round one's finger. 2 laps. Hook a standing pin. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. Keep making 7 short stitches. After the 7 short hooks are finished, we tighten the coil. Cut the threads off. That's the end of the first loop. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Pull the coil to hook a standing pin. The second round to the fourth round is not less than 7 short pins. We'll hook the first short needle where the draw is. Marking buckle. Second pin. Keep making 7 short stitches. That's the end of the second loop. Let's just pop this side out. Take the tag off. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the second circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. Then follow the same hook as the second loop. Finish the third and fourth loop. The fourth loop is over. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Pull the coil to hook a standing pin. The fifth circle is to fold the circle in half. Close this to one side. Now you fold it in half, then hook 3 short stitches. Just like this. Double line. Symmetrical to needle lines. Hook a coil over here. Hook another coil. This is the first short stitch. In the second short stitch, hook the symmetrical needle lines. Close it. The third short pin. And hook a standing pin. And then you pull it tight and break it. That's the end of the hook. Let's hook the other one, too. We need to hook the tail. The first loop of the tail is a loop stitch. 6 short needles. We circle our fingers twice. Hook a standing pin. Hook the first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. Hook 6 short needles at a time. Pull the coil when you're done. Cut the thread. That'll finish the first lap. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Hook a standing pin. And then lapse to through 16 winner pins. 9 decreasing needle. 6 short needles. Now let's do the second loop. Hook the first short needle where the lead is drawn. Marking buckle. Second pin. Keep going through this loop. Okay, that's the second hook. Remove the marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the second circle. Tension coil. Hook a standing pin. We follow the hook in the second circle. Finish lapse 316. Round 16 is alpha. Drop mark. Buckle in the position mark buckle. End of drawing. Tension coil. Leave a line. We can sew it up later. Then disconnect. That's the end of the hook. These are the places we can hide it.